All right, so good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is joining in, right?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good
Yes,
evening.
sir.
Good evening,
Sir.
sir.
Okay, so by the time everybody is joining, let us quickly have a discussion and understanding on the agenda which we have today. So this is especially a session for SQL, and you all know that SQL is very essential skill set if you are working as a maybe web developer, if you are working into databases, if you are working into data warehousing, if you are working into ETL data migrations, if you are working as a business analyst, if you are working as a data engineer, if you are working as a machine learning engineer, if you are working as a data scientist. So whatever you are working with, SQL is very essential skill set. And let me introduce you that even as a fresher, you would be asked for the SQL fundamentals, and even after 5 years, you will face the same questions. Okay, so after 5 years, obviously, you will have certain depth also, but the same fundamental questions will also be asked. So it becomes very important, it becomes very necessary for all of you, whether because I understand that most of you are into, yeah, everybody can make themselves muted. Okay, so let me just
Who's queres
change.
um redo? Kuni kurso brand su? Tam queres un naam
Yeah,
su
please
vero?
mute yourself. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay. All right. So, all right. Yeah, thank you very much. So I was telling that SQL is so much essential that even you are a fresher or you are an experienced person, SQL is going to be used. So for the betterment of all, I'm just disabling the unmute option. So just bear with that because I can see that, many people are getting unmuted. Okay, yeah. So the co-host, my teammate, they can help if somebody has any questions. So you can raise hand and we can help you unmuting and we can discuss. Okay, so I know that most of you are either into data analytics, data associate, or you are into big data or ML or data science or RPA. Okay, so wherever you are, and let me tell you, even if you are into mechanical, if you are into some management positions, everywhere database and SQL knowledge is important, is required. So before we begin, and before I invite and introduce the person from industry who's going to take this up, so let me just create an understanding and let me just set the background for the same. So I will tell you one of my experience, one of my friend who was working into Tata, okay, TCS, he was working and he was working into innovation department, and that task was not a coding or programming task, but that was a telecom service. You can understand mobile phones, SIM cards, and so many towers are there. So his project was into that, and he was to come up with new and new ideas, and he was in the team which was actually handling and understanding all the towers across the country which are basically being spread, and what sort of data is being generated from these towers. And now he was from MBA background, okay, and he actually was senior and he had got more privileges and access to the data. But because he was not from technical background, he was not having the SQL understanding, he was not having that how to work with the databases, and therefore the challenge was he was always needed to ask the database person that I need this data, can you please give me the access, can you please pull out that data and give it to me. Now understand, if you frequently require so much of data, अगर आपको बहुत सारा data चाहिए जो frequently required है, in that case, do you think you need to have SQL and database knowledge? Yes, you really need to have that. Okay, so understand, even if you are not into a technical position, still the database knowledge is very much required. Do you know that whatever application you use, even this Zoom application we are connecting through, even this application, if you see that some or the other way, it is capturing our data into database also. I understand ये जो recording हो रही है, ये basically एक file system में जाने वाला है. I understand that. But at the same time, I can get a user report. मुझे जो है एक user report मिल जाएगी कि अभी यहाँ पे 51 लोग मुझे दिख रहे हैं. I can see 51 people here. इन 51 लोगों की entry हुई है. And these entries are happening in some database. Okay, I can get that report. I can download it into an Excel or CSV file. So understand, जो भी applications हम use कर रहे हैं, हम consumer जिन applications के, वो भी database use करते हैं. Okay. Now let me take you through a little more depth and more understanding. अब ये जो database होते हैं, there are different types. Okay, based upon the use cases कि कौन सा use case है, उसके basis पर there are different data types. Now, can you tell me, क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि what all types do you know? Again, I am enabling the unmute option. Okay, you can unmute yourself now and you can tell us what all data types do you databases types do you know? कौन से data types आपको मालूम है?
MongoDB.
MongoDB, exactly. तो MongoDB एक example है NoSQL database का. Yes.
MySQL.
MySQL बहुत ही famous, बहुत ही popular database है. और yeah, one by one, yes, one by one we will listen to everyone. तो अब MySQL जो है वो freely available है. आप अगर देखेंगे एक बहुत ही वेब डिजाइनर जो है वर्डप्रेस, मैजेंटो या फिर जूमला वगैरह में काम करता है, वो बंदा अगर आप देखो तो उसको डायरेक्टली MySQL ही कॉन्फ़िगर्ड मिलता है. किसके साथ में? उस पूरे टेम्पलेट के साथ में. तो MySQL इतना ज्यादा कॉमनली यूज्ड डेटाबेस है जो कि हर जगह यूज होता है. यस, नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज कंटिन्यू. कैसेंड्रा, एग्जैक्टली. तो कैसेंड्रा एक डेटाबेस है जो कि NoSQL डेटाबेस है. अभी MongoDB आया था थोड़ी देर पहले. तो कैसेंड्रा एक डेटाबेस है जो कि पीयर टू पीयर कम्युनिकेशन करता है. पीयर टू पीयर का मतलब क्या होता है? जैसे आप चार दोस्त बैठे हैं, एक मैसेज जो है एक दोस्त को मिला, उसने क्या किया, वो मैसेज तीनों को पास कर दिया. अब दूसरे को कोई मैसेज मिला, उसने क्या किया, वो मैसेज अगले तीनों को पास कर दिया. इसको बोलते हैं गॉसिप मैकेनिज्म. तो कैसेंड्रा जो है वो इस तरीके से गॉसिपिंग करके जो है. Yes. 1 minute, yeah, one by one I'll invite you.
The name of these free and open source relational database management system.
I'll again have to, mute everyone. Okay, fine. So please try to have a control over your mics. Thank you. So yes, so Cassandra क्या होता है? उसमें peer to peer communication होता है और gossiping mechanism होता है. देखिए terminologies बहुत important है, आप ये note कर सकते हैं. तो आज का एजेंडा तो एक particular topic रहेगा, but before that we should know the background. हमें पूरा background एक पता होना चाहिए कि आज के तारीख में इंडस्ट्री में किस किस तरीके के databases use हो रहे हैं. Okay. और MongoDB जो है वो कैसा है? उसे बोलते हैं डॉक्यूमेंट डेटाबेस. तो वहां पर JSON फॉर्मेट में डेटा स्टोर होता है. तो एक JSON रिकॉर्ड को हम कहते हैं इट्स अ डॉक्यूमेंट. वो एक डॉक्यूमेंट है. और यहाँ पर अभी पवन से आई हैव गॉट अ रिस्पॉन्स MariaDB. एग्जैक्टली. तो इसको आप बोल सकते हो ये बिल्कुल MySQL के सिमिलर है, उसी का एक सब प्रोजेक्ट टाइप में है. ओके, और बिल्कुल सारी चीजें वो MySQL की सपोर्ट करता है. यह है रिलेशनल डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. जैसे कि MySQL है, रिलेशनल का मतलब होता है टेबुलर फॉर्मेट. अगला एग्जांपल अमित ने दिया है. सो अमित सेज ओरेकल डेटाबेस. एग्जैक्टली. तो ओरेकल डेटाबेस जो है वो भी RDBMS मतलब रिलेशनल डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम का ही एग्जांपल है. ओके, वन मोर, ज्ञानेश्वर हैज गिवन PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL इज आल्सो RDBMS. तो देखिए मैक्सिमम एग्जांपल आप जो दे रहे हैं वो कौन से आ रहे हैं? RDBMS के आ रहे हैं, है ना. रिलेशनल डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स के आ रहे हैं मैक्सिमम एग्जांपल्स जो आप दे रहे हैं. अब हमने दो तरीके के तो डिस्कस कर लिया. एक हो गया रिलेशनल डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स, ओके, जिसमें आपका MySQL है, MariaDB है, Oracle है, PostgreSQL है, जो आपने अभी तक एग्जांपल दिए हैं. ओके, सो जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड.